Hopefully this didn't turn to complete. Okay. I think we should be live. I think we should be back. Um. Okay, cool. Alright, we're back. I'm so sorry about that, you guys. My internet has a really, really bad habit of cutting out on me like that. I'm not quite sure why it does that. Um, okay, are we good? Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I don't know why it does that. I apologize. It was not Twitch that time. My internet just fucking cut out on me, and that was what happened. And I so apologize. Okay, so let's just go back to a part where I'm pretty sure we were there. This is what. Okay, I looked up to Diana once again, seeing her gaze boring into my eyes. She was using her powers on me. This time I was away from home, so I couldn't escape. You can be Asagao Trash, Gwen. I'm Asagao Trash. That is surely true. We are all beautiful Asagao Trash in here. Or could I? Did I want to? The way she stared at me made me feel warm and fuzzy inside my chest. I felt like melting. Diana lifted a hand under my chin and ran her thumb over my lips, licking her own. I could feel little shots of energy zipping from under my skin into my chin where she held me.
Now, let's have a little taste of that sweet, virginal sexual energy.
Ray is adorable as Pat. I agree. I watched as she leaned in, ready to kiss me and take my energy. Half of my body felt elation at the idea. The other half completely rejected it and didn't want her to even touch me. James. Suddenly, Diana stopped in her tracks.
James, who is...
Sorry. It then dawned on her.
Ah, one of the boys. Why don't you tell me which boy is James?
I felt myself nod in compliance. The oldest. Yeah, by the way, if you couldn't tell, James is the oldest of the brothers. I think that's kind of obvious, but yeah, he is. And you know, two guesses as to who the youngest brother is. Do you sparkle? Just say yes, Ray. Diana giggled in reply before letting go of my face and stepping back.
Really? The eldest son with you?
I nodded once again, but this time it was partly my own decision to reply. Diana let out a sound that mimicked a cat's purr before stepping away from me.
All right, then. Well, if it's the eldest son you're infatuated with, you should really rethink your romantic options.
Diana chuckled before kissing my nose, where I felt a shot of energy zap out of my body, almost making me dizzy and recoil. Diana then turned to the desk and sat on the wood, crossing her legs.
You can go now. Remember, no class for the rest of the week.
And how am I supposed to get home? My two friends left me here thanks to you.
Oh, were they your ride? My apologies. Let me help then.
Diana then lifted her hand and snapped her fingers. I suddenly felt the floor sink from underneath me, forcing me to look down. A purple pentagram surrounded my feet, pulling me into the ground. Whoa! Before I could fight, however, I sank fully into the floor, fading into darkness and shutting my eyes. As I opened them, I felt silk sheets around me, soothing my anxiety from the darkness that had previously surrounded me. What the... Why did Diana bring me home? Was this an illusion? Was I being tricked? Something was going on. I sat up in bed looking around me. I was indeed in my room. There was no mistake about that. Why? Diana is too strange. Was this a game? Was this part of her plan to get the boys back? I was lost and confused more than ever, despite my logical thoughts trying to piece the puzzle that is Diana together. The more I tried to solve her, the less I understood about the situation I was in. The fuck is Diana doing to us? We'll figure that out eventually. Go on. I was interrupted, however, by my door suddenly opening, revealing the boys with Damien's hand on the doorknob. Yeah, remember Damien can read people's minds, so when obviously he knows she's home.
Miss, what are you doing here?
Aren't you supposed to be in school?
I furrowed my eyebrows and stared at Damien, asking him to answer that question through my thoughts.
Diana sent her back here. She invaded her school and sent all the students back home.
Damien, super useful.
What is that bitch up to? Seriously! Diana's playing around for no reason.
Well, Ispep, I don't know if she's trying to fuck us. She might be trying to fuck us, or maybe she is trying to fuck us. I don't know. It depends. I don't know.
Maybe it's part of her plan.
The boys continued to argue back and forth about Diana, feeling an almost jealous curiosity in me. Damien seemed to be too deep in talking to notice my thoughts, for he didn't even stop talking alongside his brothers. Shelties! Why was Diana after them? Why did she want to bring them back? What was so important about the boys that she would travel to the human world to get them? Yeah, it is weird that he always calls us Miss, even after, like, there's clearly some type of romance between us. It's weird. What was going on? I decided enough was enough. I needed answers. Hey! The boys stopped arguing, staring at me in surprise. I love their surprised faces. It's great. I held my hands and my fists on my lap, mustering the courage to continue to speak despite my abrupt shout. You might be the only guy, Ray. Our normal brother of is our normal troll, and he hasn't been around in a while. Why is Diana here? Why does she want to bring you all back? What exactly did you all run from? Why did you run from it? Aha! The million-dollar question! Why did they leave the demon world?
Miss,
Don't miss me! Please, I need to know what's going on. I won't be left in the dark about this. I want to know what I'm facing. The boys looked at each other hesitantly, unsure of what to reply. Finally, Sam pushed Damien towards the bed, making him buckle and land on his knees with his torso over the edge of the mattress.
Damien, do the thing.
The thing? What thing?
Sam, you're not suggesting.
Why not? She deserves to know everything. Especially if Diana is targeting her.
Aha! And the boys' origin story is coming up. But... I think I might stop here because I'm mean. And also it's getting kind of late. But this following scene with the story, with their backstory, is quite long, and I don't want to stop in the middle of it. I'll still hang around in the chat and talk like always, but I think I'm gonna end the stream here. But I appreciate you guys for coming around. I'll put all my social media stuff in the chat. For the new people, oh no, Mama, why you do this? I'm sorry. I mean, do we really want to? Do you guys want me to do the origin story tonight? I guess I'll go through the origin story tonight if you want. It's gonna take a while is all. My schedule. Okay, my schedule, just so you know. Monday through Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern and 7 p.m. Eastern. I try my hardest to adhere to that schedule, but it doesn't always work. But I try my best. Okay. All right. The masses have spoken. We'll do the backstory tonight, and then we'll stop. Get some popcorn and some snacks, though, because it's a little bit of a doozy. You're going to watch me every day. Ray, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Yes, his Pep, your bae likes me. I'm very excited. All right. We'll go through the origin story tonight. Let's do it. Because I love you guys so much, I'll pull a late night because you guys just, I love you all so much and you are wonderful and fantastic. Alright.
Sam's right.
Yeah, Sam's right. We deserve to know what the hell's going on here.
I guess we have no choice then.
I was getting confused. What was Damien about to do? Damien stood before climbing onto the bed with me, sitting across from me on his knees.
We are going to show you everything. You have to trust me, okay? The minute you stop trusting me, the vision will stop.
Oh, you like the game, Gray? I'm glad. Yeah, it's a really good game. And again, I impress upon all of you, it is FREE free to download. I really suggest picking it up because it is a really fun game. Oh, Hannah, thank you so much. Ray, did you just call me Mom? You guys are unreal. You guys are unbelievable. You guys are so sweet. I forget which one of you did it. Maybe it was you, Gwen. It might have been you, Gwen, or maybe you, Lelia. I have a terrible memory, so please forgive me if this wasn't you. But I was in, I think it was Ian's chat, Ian's stream, the other day, and somebody called me Gina, and one of you guys was like, her name's not Gina, it's Mama Chu-Chu. I was like, oh my god! I have my followers calling me Mama Chu-Chu in other people's chats. It's fantastic. Can you be in the fam? Hannah, you are in the fam! Officially. She gets the welcome. Is my bot? Oh guys! Oh guys! Oh shit! Hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys, hold on, let me try that again. Alright, okay, so sorry about that, guys. What happened was when my internet disconnected, my bot broke. So I had to reset my bot. I am so sorry. Good night, Ray. Thank you so much for joining us. Hannah's the amazing lesbian sister. That's fantastic. I love it. Okay, cool. Let me make sure that... Are we good? Okay, alright, I think we're good. Hold on. Okay, alright, yeah. Alright, we're good, everything's good, all the sound is all synced up. I just wanted to make sure that we were good when my bot broke. I apologize. Alright, anyway. Vision?
Please, just trust.
I think he's adorable as Pat. Alright, you ready, guys? We're gonna delve into some heavy backstory. I looked at James, unsure of what was going on, but I nodded. If this was the only way to learn, then this was my chance to know. I'm not Pep's mom. Everybody in the Chu-Chu Club just calls me Mama Chu-Chu because we're all a family. I'm nobody's mom. I'm just your guys' mom. I'm everybody's mom. Gwen is the annoying little sister who sings perpetually and does a lot of chores because she's convinced she's a Disney princess. That could be your role, Gwen. Absolutely. Damien gently placed his hands on each side of my head, gently pressing his thumbs into the skin above my eyebrows. I could only stare at Damien as his eyes began to glow gold and energy began to be both pulled out of me and forced into my head. Within seconds, my vision went black once again. I was unsure of what Damien was doing, but soon shapes and textures slowly began to appear around me. Hannah's already calling me Mom and Chu-Chu. You guys are amazing. I found myself sitting on a stone floor in the middle of what looked like a fantasy throne room. That's right, guys. Welcome to the Abyssal Plains. Oh, where am I? I looked down at myself to stand, only to see my body as translucent as a ghost. Your role could be whatever you want. The otaku son-in-law. Okay, your girlfriend's spoken, man. I wouldn't go against her. Whoa! I jumped up and inspected my hands in a sudden panic. I was see-through. Why? What was going on?
How dare they try to negotiate with me? Do they not know whom they speak to?
I gasped and ran behind a nearby pillar away from the voice. The sound of his anger and words frightened every bone in my body, turning me into a frightened child.
My lord, please calm yourself.
Calm? They're merely testing my resolve. I have more than half of a mind to send my greatest armies to take what should be mine. They are mere insects in the way of my kingdom's expansion.
They merely asked for a marriage joining.
So I'm to bow to them and share my land that I have so rightfully conquered?
Okay, guys, here we go. I peeked from behind the pillar to see a large demon covered in royal clothes, but buff enough to be a military commander. His rage practically emanated from his body as he growled at his servant. The fox with the voices, these are demons, so they have demonic voices.
They are willing to give their land to you, sire. All they ask is for one of your sons to marry their daughter, whom I might add is as beautiful as can be.
Yeah, so this is the guy's father. And this is some random demon servant, but this is the guy's father, you guys.
This is ridiculous. To suggest that I need their approval to take their land is beyond insanity. What makes them think I care about their precious daughter?
Did I mention that she is a prodigy of her kind, sire?
Oh, Hannah, you're always welcome here. Have a good night, and I hope to see you back soon.
A prodigy?
Yes, my lord. This succubus is a master of her skills in magic and mind manipulation. She is said to sway armies with a snap of her fingers, despite being as young as she is.
Yes, he does have quite the abs, Shelties. Like 40 abs.
Impossible!
If only it were, sire. This succubus is dangerous, but would be a great asset to have should we agree to this arrangement. The only reason she cannot faze you, my lord, is because you are the strongest demon in the plains.
Is this supposed to change my mind?
Yes, my lord.
Yep.
You are doing a terrible job at convincing me.
My apologies, sire.
I was lost. I could tell that they were talking about Diana, but why?
Father.
I quickly turned my head to see another demon who looked like a mere child staring at the demon commander on the throne. Father?
Ah, Raystrout. Have you finished your training?
And here we have Babu James.
Yes, Father.
Then what do you want?
I want to be with my brothers the best of the day, Father.
The demon commander walked to the young demon and gripped his hair, picking him up off the ground and forcing him to look up at his snarl. The young demon, however, looked unfazed. We have a rash of bad fathers in this game, you guys.
Huh. Arrogance. Why should I allow you to be with them? I should kill you for your lack of respect to me.
Because I want to be with them, Father.
I could only stare at the young demon faced his father despite the massive difference between them. This young demon seemed weaker and easy to kill versus the demon commander. Why would this man kill his son, though? Was this commander that ruthless? However, I wasn't expecting him to laugh and release the young demon.
Good! Assertive even in the face of danger. That is why you are my favorite son.
I could only stare wide-eyed as the commander placed his hand on the demon's shoulder.
Very well. Go. Tomorrow, you will show me your training.
The little demon grinned widely before running off.
I have a thought.
Yes, my lord?
How old is this daughter?
As old as your fifth, sire.
Do you believe this proposal is worth it?
Yes, sire.
Tell those insects that they are safe for now. I will consider their offer.
Sire, are you certain?
Did I stutter? Now go!
The demon servant quickly ran off, but as soon as he passed the pillar I was hiding behind, he, along with the commander, vanished into thin air. What had happened? I didn't get time to try and figure that out before a demon who looked around my age walked into the room reading a book. Is that...
Raestrow, your nose is stuck in those books. Will you not lift your head up from them once in a while?
Huh? That voice. I circled around the pillar to see a second demon leaning against another pillar and smirking at Raestrow.
Aren't you supposed to be with your mother practicing the harpsichord?
I am, but I had a feeling that you were in danger.
Ray, you get the official Mama Chu stamp of approval.
In
There you
danger? What are you...
Attack!
All of a sudden, 3 shadows zipped through the room and slammed into Raestrow, forcing him to fall to the ground and drop his book. As the sight cleared for me, there were 3 other demons in a dog pile with Raestrow at the bottom.
Get up! No way! You haven't had a break in months from those stupid books. It's time for punishment!
Death by Brotherhood! No more reading!
I told you that you were in danger.
I suddenly knew who these demons were. It's the boys. Even in the demon world, their brotherly connection was astounding. They were merely younger versions of themselves. One of the demons, who I assumed was Matthew, grabbed the book from the floor and opened it, reading it mockingly.
How can you read this, Raestrow? It's all about war strategy. It's boring.
I have to, Zakir. Get up!
Oh, and there's Matthew's real name. I forgot they spoiled that in this.
There's only one thing you need to know about strategy. Kill them all. Take no prisoners.
You sound just like Father.
I couldn't help but giggle. It was cute to see them acting childish with each other. Eventually, James managed to push his brothers off of him and stand, brushing himself off.
You all are reckless.
At least we have fun.
It's true. You haven't been with us in weeks. Don't you think it's time for a break?
I'm sure Father won't mind.
But I have to...
I know you want to, Raestrow.
Damn it.
What is going on here?
Oh, shit! I shocked my head to the voice to see the commander, aged a little, staring behind the boys with his arms across his chest. Damien quickly dashed and hid behind Sam, peeking over his shoulder to see the large commander.
Nothing is going on. We just passed by each other.
Then why does your brother have your book?
I was showing him what I was learning, Father.
Return to your studies, Raestrow. The rest of you out of my sight. Do not disturb your brother again.
I could only stare as James gently took the book and, without looking at his brothers, returned to reading. The commander walked past the remaining brothers, growling at Sam and Damien before leaving the room. Are you happy now that you said I was getting salty? What was up with that?
Don't worry about it. We'll find a way to get him back.
I don't know. He's on a very tight leash.
Ezreal, you're quiet. What did you hear?
He's going to a negotiation meeting. He's going to arrange a marriage.
A marriage? For who?
It must be for one of us.
He hasn't decided who will marry her. It's a girl from a kingdom he wants to take over.
But that's uncharacteristic of him. Usually he'd just attack with the army.
Whatever the case is, one of us is getting married.
I hope it isn't me.
Matthew's like, oh, I want to get married.
What about Ray Straw? He's the eldest.
Good point.
It would make sense, but having a succubus marrying one of us means that she'll be practically married to all of us.
In a way.
Well, what should we do?
Before the conversation could continue, the boys vanished into thin air, fading into different colored mists. They were replaced by an older Damien and Matthew sitting with each other in the middle of the throne room.
Do you think we should?
And here is our first look at the true forms of our wonderful boys here.
I really want to.
I want to as well. Still, it'll be hard to convince Raistero, since he's the one about to be married, and he's the favorite.
We don't know that, Zakeru. Maybe she's set to marry you.
No way! I don't want to get married.
Shelties, did you just say that they're a little horny? Really? 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 That was so good. I'm very proud of you.
I don't think you'll have a problem with that baby face of yours.
I looked over to see Sam join the duo, crossing his arms and raising an eyebrow at his brothers.
What are you two talking about?
We got into contact with the human world again.
Come on, Ezreal. You give humans too much attention.
No way, you gotta listen. They apparently have stores and books and schools and stuff.
So what? It's full of humans who piss on each other for no reason. They're no better than the devil spawn.
So obviously there's not a good opinion of humanity within the demons' society.
Nuh-uh, the one we were talking to wasn't like that.
They do have those body part shelties. They just black them out for purposes of not having to draw that sort of thing.
How do you know, Zakeru?
Shelties is a hashtag cinnamon roll.
Because I do!
What is going on here?
And here's James.
They want to go to the human world.
The human world?
Raistero, think about it. You won't have to marry that girl and be the heir anymore. You could be with us, and we can make lives for ourselves in the new world.
Now you're just talking nonsense.
I vote that we do it.
Huh? Oh, not you two.
Think about it. This may be our chance to finally get away from this political nonsense we're stuck in. We may be nobles, but we're still our own beings.
And yeah, this is kind of our first official confirmation, but you might have picked up on it now, but these guys aren't just brothers. They're heirs to this whole demon kingdom. They're princes, basically.
Ristro is in.
What? Ezreal!
Whoa, so how do we get there?
Are you kidding me? You don't even know how we'd get there.
A simple spell should work, but it would require someone from the human world to help us get there.
And what human could possibly want to help them?
We can ask him.
Oh, he'd definitely help us.
Him? They already have a him, you guys.
I'm not so sure about...
Reisra, aren't you tired of pleasing Father all of the time?
I am, but...
If you stay, you'll be married off and become ruler of Father's kingdom. You'll have no time for yourself or with us, and you'll be constantly at war with the other realms for power. You'll most likely turn into the spitting image of Father.
What he's saying is, get your head out of your ass and let's go. If you don't say yes, I'll drag your princely ass with us. I don't care what that bastard of a father wants.
Come on, Raistero.
All right, let's do this. What's the plan?
I couldn't believe what was happening. I was seeing the history of their lives before my eyes. They were nobles, and James was heir to the kingdom the commander ruled. Even more so, he was going to be married to Diana. They sacrificed everything to leave and be together. They'd rather be free than remain in their noble roles. I started to feel a little jealous that they were able to leave while I was still expected to be what my father wanted me to be. How they were able to leave was uncertain still, but I knew I would learn in time. Yeah, that's an interesting parallel between her and these guys, is they both are kind of forced into roles that they don't want to be forced into by their fathers. I closed my eyes. Oh, sorry, guys. I closed my eyes and yawned. I closed my eyes and mentally asked Damien to end the vision. As soon as I asked, the world around me slowly vanished, and I was brought back to the bedroom where I sat with my head nestled in Damien's hands. My vision began to clear, letting me fully see the boys around me, all with concerned faces.
So, you now know exactly who we are.
Diana is the girl you were arranged to marry?
Not anymore. Once we left, the arrangement was broken. With no sons to marry off, our dad couldn't go through with the marriage deal.
If Diana is here for us, that means she's trying to save her kingdom from being attacked.
That's not true. She wants to rule our kingdom. Having one of us will give her the right to our kingdom, as much as we'd have right over hers.
So she's a gold digger.
Well, with a kingdom like ours, what succubus wouldn't want to marry us for it?
It all made sense. She wanted them so she could finally take over the opposing kingdom. She knew that, despite her powers, she wouldn't be able to fight against their father, so she had to find another way in. That manipulative... Before I could continue, I felt my head suddenly get heavy and dizzy. I gripped my head, mewling under my breath. What the...
I took too much. I'm so sorry.
Rest now. There's no need to do anything more today.
The boy suddenly rushed over and helped me lay back down as my vision was painted in white polka dots. I needed sleep badly. Instantly, I closed my eyes and let darkness consume me. Okay, I'm probably gonna stop here for now. Question, Gina, is Malix dead? Yes, Malix is very definitively dead. James very much killed him after he kidnapped us. I'm sorry, honey. I know you really liked Malix, but we'll see him again. We will see him again in the other storylines because he gets dealt with differently in each romance route, so... Yeah, it's not gonna work for you, Shelties, because Ispep just did it. It has a cooldown, so give it some time and then try to. I have to check what the cooldown time is on there. But yeah, I'm gonna stop for now. I'll stay in the chat for a little bit, but it is getting kind of late and I'm getting a headache, so I'm gonna stop the stream here for tonight. But thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, and we will play more of James's route in Seduce Me. Thank you guys so much for joining me.